Hello everyone, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive straight into what's happening today. Here's the big story. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the band Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, appeared in court today at the Federal High Court, Abuja, before Judge James Omotosho. What caught everyone's attention? Kanu's lawyers, senior advocates, abruptly withdrew from the case. Yes, you heard that right. So here's what went down. Kanu's lead counsel, Akingbade, SAN, alongside several other senior advocates of Nigeria, SANs, formally applied to withdraw from Kanu's defense team. Kanu himself confirmed in court that he had taken back his case file from his lawyers and said he was ready and willing to defend himself. When Judge Omotosho asked if he still needed lawyers, Kanu declined the offer for fresh counsel. He wants to stand on his own. The court had earlier set aside 6 days, starting October 23rd, for Kanu to open and close his defense in the terrorism charges brought by the federal government. But with this sudden withdrawal of the legal team, the court adjourned proceedings to Friday, October 24th, 2025, to give Kanu time to get ready. Now, let's unpack what this means and why it's significant. First off, a defendant choosing to sack his legal team and defend himself is rare, especially in a high-stakes terrorism trial. It signals that Kanu may believe his case is political, that he wants to make his own voice heard in court, rather than through intermediaries. He raised the issue of jurisdiction, arguing the court may not have the proper authority to try him. Think about it. By defending himself, he gains more direct control of how he presents his arguments, especially on the issues he feels strongly about. Second, the list of witnesses he wants to call is both ambitious and strategic. In motions filed by Kanu and reported today, he named several high-profile figures he wants subpoenaed: current, former, ministers, governors, security chiefs. This move suggests he is reframing the narrative. He wants to show evidence, perhaps argument, that his case involves state actions, intelligence agencies, high-level policy decisions, rather than just a defendant versus the state in a normal criminal trial. Third, the timing and optics matter. This moment comes after years of legal limbo, several changes of trial judge, previous motions, appeals, and jurisdictional battles. By choosing today to effect this change, sacking lawyers' self-representation, Kanu is taking a bold step. It may change how the court process plays out and how public perception evolves. Fourth, for viewers like us, it raises some questions. Will the court allow him to fully represent himself, or insist he gets legal representation for fairness and procedure? How quickly can he organize the witnesses he named? Will the court grant the time frame he asked? He asked for up to 90 days. How will this affect the prosecution strategy and how the social media narrative develops? So, what should you keep an eye on? Tomorrow, Friday, when the case resumes, watch for Kanu's opening defense. Will he stick to legal technicalities, jurisdiction, or launch into broader political arguments? How will the prosecution respond when he calls state actors or intelligence figureheads? Will objections or challenges arise? What signals will this send to supporters of IPOB, to the federal government, to observers internationally about political climate, rule of law, separatist movements? Now, a little related talk. This event also ties into broader issues in Nigeria, the intersection of politics, security, law, and ethnic regional grievances. For example, the banned IPOB movement has for years argued for self-determination, of the Igbo-dominated Southeast region. Kanu's trial is not just a legal saga, it's part of that larger story. When prominent politicians and security chiefs come up as intended witnesses, it speaks to how intertwined political power and security operations are in Nigeria. The fact that a high-profile defendant is choosing to defend himself may reflect lack of confidence in legal representation or belief they cannot best present the narrative he wants. It speaks to how justice, media, and narrative control interact. In short, this is a turning point. Not just another court hearing. It has real implications for how separatist issues are handled, how the state prosecutes high-profile cases, and how defendants engage with the justice system. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think about this move by Kanu? Do you believe self-representation will help or hinder his case? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like this video and subscribe for more updates. Share this video with friends who follow Nigerian politics, because this is something we all should keep tabs on. And just before we wrap up this session, if you're tuning in from abroad or from the Southeast region, I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel about seeing a leader choose to go it alone in court? Do you feel it's empowering or risky? I'll be following this case every step of the way and bringing you updates. Okay, that's today's gist. I'll see you in the next segment. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I drop the follow-up.